everyone, my name's Jayne Lunn and I play Pat Jones, the mother in the film Mical.
Not a very good state of affairs, Mrs. Jones. Not a very good state at all.
There must be something you can do.
We can do. I was rather hoping you might have done something to help.
I've always known something about dyslexia, mainly because I've never been tested for dyslexia myself, because when I was younger, it was something that you didn't get tested for. People said, "Oh, you don't want that on your doctor's record," so you weren't tested. But I've always had trouble with my spelling, and even to this day, I'm terrible with spelling. I'm thankful for spell check. I can't sight read. I find sight reading really, really difficult. So when I get scripts, I have to see the script before I go to auditions because I can't be given it and read because I find that they're a bit jumbled. And also, something I've researched following this film is the symptoms of dyslexia. And I do have quite a bit of short-term memory, so I can do a play, and then once I finish that play, the next day I've forgotten it. Now, before I started with making the film Mical, I did research dyslexia a lot, and one thing that I found really interesting is that it actually goes down the line. So parents can be dyslexic and they can pass it down to their children, and they can pass it down to their children, and that's something that I never knew, and we didn't know before because, as we said previously, people weren't diagnosed with dyslexia. They were just seen as daft, really. Silly but true. But it is actually passed down by generations, which is why we need help to get the children now. So, because when they're children, they're sponges, and you can help train them in methods, whereas when you're older, you find it a lot more difficult. For example, I find learning a language difficult, whereas my daughter, who's 4, finds it really easy because she's a little sponge. You don't get any kind of funding to help you with the assessment for dyslexia. So if you have a child with dyslexia, you have to pay for it yourselves. You don't get help from government, you don't get help from the schools. And if you're a low-income family, that can be a real burden.